away from your Wi-Fi. Oh, so I had to make an unscheduled trip out to an undisclosed location. And I figured I would take you guys along with me. Nothing really to see, but we could talk about some current events. For the replay crew, well, let's go. You kind of didn't see that car. For the plea... Oh, yeah, the coughing just continues. Let me get a Werther's out. I know I got to have at least one or two in my pocket. Maybe, please, hopefully. Yep, there's one right there. Oh, what's up, Bullseye Man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Pew, 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 pew. No gun rack behind me today, bro. No gun rack behind me. Pop that in there. Gotta go get some go-go juice after I finish with this thing. But yeah, it's been kind of an eventful day. I want to thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up already, as pre-programmed and appropriate. You wouldn't be here if you didn't like what I was doing, that's for sure. So it's the day is looking up. The DOD is supposed to be releasing. What's up? Who is that? Who is that? Rose. There you go, Rose. The day is looking up. DOD is supposed to be releasing its, or Doge is supposed to be releasing its numbers on the DOD. We have not seen that yet. Very surprising. I figure they might have led with that today, but they've actually been pretty busy out at the White House. So on the what do we have here? Pew pew in the center console, or glove box, or on you. Well, I'm not going to tell you that. That's none of your beeswax. But so today was basically running around doing the giveaway. Obviously, we've got those 3, maybe 4 prospective winners. Hopefully, they send me their email addresses so I can get them the information that they need. So I can get the information from them to get them their winnings. Spags bag, awesome piece of gear. Bobby Spags made that. It was a great idea, and I think you can still buy a few of those. I think there's still some of those over on Grumpy Acres Farms webpage. And if not, you can just email them and say, hey, do you have any Spags bags left? And I think he had 6 or 7 left. You know, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, that's for sure, because I tell you what, under current prices, they're definitely well worth more than $165. I actually did some of the links, like check them out on Amazon if you're going to buy all that stuff on Amazon, and how much it would it would cost you. The bag alone, that design of bag alone, is almost $45. It's crazy, the prices of things, and the prices of things are just going to get worse, guys. They're just going to get worse with the tariffs that are going to be kicking in tomorrow. The countries are freaking out. It's like, oh, you're serious? You're serious? Oh, you're serious? Really? Yeah, we're serious. Yes, we're serious. We're perfectly serious. You know, so, you know, he's pulling some Don moves, and people are not happy about it. I'm now hearing that the left is contemplating not showing up for the joint address of Congress tomorrow. We already know there's going to be a bunch of them that are going to show up they're all whites. That's like a girl group thing, whatever it may be. But you know, it's going to be, if the left doesn't show up, it's like, okay, so I guess your 7th floor government still really does exist. We were all right the whole time, and now you're just proving that you're the childish temper tantrum throwing fools that everybody used to think you are, but now knows that you are. It's pretty freaking crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. So that is a thing. That is a thing. And damn it. But I mean, preparedness wise, guys, here's the thing on the prepper side. You've got to start stocking up now, because we always talk about food as food insurance. You know, maybe instead of buying that new frickin' rifle that you don't really need, you just want, maybe you take that money and you go buy yourself a good amount of canned food, you know, and just kind of put it on the shelves, and let's forget about it for like a year, you know, because the food supplies, everything is going to get more expensive. It's like, why are eggs so expensive? Well, they keep killing chickens, whatever. But you know what? The eggs don't come from China. If we stop sending our chickens, our frozen chickens, to be thawed out, filled with water, and then frozen and sent back to us from China, if we stop doing that stuff, we're going to be okay. And you know, the thing is there's a reciprocal tariff. So China's going to be hit. They're going to be hit with a 10% tariff, I believe, April 1st. But that would equate to that's going to be on top of the other 10% tariff. So they're going to be looking at 20% tariffs. What this means is that goods are going to become more expensive because they will just try to transfer those tariffs onto the consumer. Well, the consumer won't buy them. You know what I'm saying? The consumer will be like, okay, so farm fresh eggs, here I come. That's what they'll do. The consumer is going to be like, well, maybe my kid doesn't get that bicycle for Christmas. You know, maybe I buy him a shotgun and a bow and arrow. You know, that's what'll happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility that we could be looking at supply shortages, but I don't think that food shortages will be a problem. It's just that they'll be raising the prices on all the food. And if the prices go through the roof, consumers won't buy them. They can't afford to buy them. It's just that easy. There ain't no way around it. All right, I want to go over on this one right here. You know what? I'm going to pull him behind this guy, and then we'll work from there. Thought you guys were going to get an extra minute or two. I heard Zelensky really bit the hand that fed him. Well, the Zelensky thing is kind of a joke. All right, here's why. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to unload something real quick. Now we're going to go up to station 2. Woo! Got to throw away some metal. Give me 1 second. So as soon as Zelensky, let me check the chat real quick. He's hands-free and just talking. Is somebody in here talking about me driving around? Isn't it illegal to use a phone while driving? No, it isn't. I'm hands-free. It also depends on the state you're in too there. Oh no. All right, thanks for showing up though. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Maybe you'll learn something about the real world. Anywho, so Zelensky really bit off. So as soon as he left the United States, he started tooling around Europe. He ended up in the UK. He got a commitment from the UK to basically give him like, which way do I need to go? Which way do I need to go? I need gasoline. Well, actually, no. I think I'm going to drive home on empty just to prove a point. No, I'm good. I'm good on gas. I have over half a tank right now. Anyway, so he ended up in the UK. He's shaking the UK Prime Minister's hand. He goes inside and he starts running his suck. I guess they pledged to help him out, and they're going to give him a bunch of missiles to secure the airspace. It's like, great, okay, great, yeah, you're going to secure the airspace for like a month or two, something like that. By the way, if you were in the Discord, you would know that Trump just said he's canceling all spending in Ukraine, or all funding in Ukraine. So, yeah, that's the thing, guys. Congress is going to be losing their frickin' mind in the next few days, saying, oh, you know, we set that money aside for them, and that's spent, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And it's all funny. It's all just a game. It's all just jibber jabber, you know. And it always ends the same way. His legal experts are going to say, no, sir, you have the ability to do this, 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 and this. He's going to do one of those things, and then they'll be like, oh, we're going to sue him in court. And so they try to play their law fair, and they get it, you know. It eventually ends up the Supreme Court. Supreme Court says, oh, by the way, he's well within his full legal rights as the president of the United States. He's the executive, you know. They're going to scream about how much, some child that's starving in Uganda because we didn't fund the Ukrainians, and you know, it's all so pathetic. It's just noise. It's just cannon fodder at this point, you know. He walked. Yeah, I know he walked into the Fox interview. he had to do everything he could to save face. Now he's talking about how, you know, he will step down because his plan is to get Ukraine into NATO. You know, and he doesn't understand what that brings. I've already made the members a video explaining how that's never going to be a thing. You know, the only way he's getting into NATO is if we're not part of it, and there's a possibility we won't be, and maybe they'll all just blow each other up. You know, you know, there's a lot of stuff that is going on that, you know, everybody's going to start screaming Russia, Russia, Russia. Oh, Trump sounds like he prefers Russia to the Ukraine, you know, and it's like they know these people are so stupid that they think that everybody else is stupid. They think that, you know, you remember Joe the plumber? I think it was Joe the plumber. They think that he doesn't understand the art of the deal. They think that he doesn't understand what leverage is. They think that that type of person doesn't understand what negotiation is really about. You know, you can't, the left has positioned us so far from all these people that are our enemies, okay, that they make it impossible, and they even make it sound like you're evil if you want to have a communication with one of these countries. Why are you talking to Russia? You know, they sound, you know, all I hear, when I hear them saying, oh my God, why is he talking to Russia? All I hear is, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. It's so childish. You know, we've got all these people that are in these foreign countries over there in Europe, especially the European Union, that are like, we support you, we support you. And then when you show them the graph, okay, the pie chart, it's actually in the Discord. If you're not a member, you really should be, because we talk about this kind of stuff all the time. You know, you should see that like 70% of NATO's budget is the United States. It's just like the United Nations. It's like 77% or 74% of the budget. United States. Why do we put up with this crap? If they can do it themselves, let it do it themselves. Stop freaking paying for it. Stop giving them all this money. I guarantee you, the UN is next. The UN is next. We're not going to leave the UN, but we're definitely going to stop giving them all of our damn money. That's my guess, because I know that Captain Red Tide does not like the UN, and they're basically crapping kittens right now because they know they're next on the chopping block. They know they're next on the chopping block. What's up, Pilgrim? Good to see you, bro. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't understand why these people think that they can just do whatever the hell they want to do whenever they want to do it. I think that maybe it's because they've gotten away for it for so long that they just, whatever, you know. It always comes down to either arrogance or ignorance. And I don't think these people are ignorant. I think they're arrogant. I think that they want things to be a certain way, and those things are not going to be that way anymore, and now they are freaking out. I'm going to pull into the park here real quick, and we'll just kind of hang out a little bit. Let's see. Accounts for checks and balances need to be observed to make sure proper usage. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please use all caps easier. Thank you. The new ATF director is Pro 2A, so I look forward to seeing what happens with that too. The ATF might find themselves out of a job, basically. The ATF might find themselves in a position where, you know, it's like, what do you guys actually do here? I know they did fire the lead counsel for the ATF. and because she was literally behind every single one of these stupid regulations that was coming down the pike. You know, everything from short-barreled rifles to butt stocks. She was behind all of it. And so she's gone. She got fired. I think it's great. I think it's great. You know, I hate to see, you know, listen, no one wants anybody to get fired. All right. But here's the thing. Low fuel level. Let me see. You know what you're talking about. I'm good. You know, I worked in government contracting for 13 years, and every 1 to 3 years, your contract would be up. And they put it up for recompete. Maybe you win, maybe you don't. If your company loses, then, you know, maybe they pick you up. Maybe the new company picks you up. They see you as an asset. They rehire you. And if not, you're out of a job. You're out of a job. Some of the most key people in all of the Department of Defense are contractors doing these unbelievable jobs, unbelievably hard jobs, dedicating their lives. And for the most part, they're paid reasonably well. I would say better than reasonably well. But their jobs are up in the air every 1 to 3 years. And nobody ever thinks about that. Nobody ever thinks about that, you know? I've spent my months without a job as a DoD contractor, you know? So I fully understand it, but you know, it's like, I don't really want to hear about your crybaby stuff. I think, you know, if you got your degree in like human services or health or whatever it may be, maybe it's time for you to utilize your degree and go work as, you know, the lunch lady. You know, put that degree to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you're going to find out very quickly that it doesn't mean anything in the real world, and that all of the HR personnel who you thought you were already have their jobs, and they're going to keep them. They're going to keep them. They don't care about you. Waiting for Cash to do an info drop. Yeah, I think that's going to happen after he gets done with the whole Epstein thing. You know, he's a busy man right now, and you know, basically he's got 14 days to get the report back up to the Attorney General as to what happened, who he fired, who these people were, and then whether that information is linked, or I think it should become transparent, and whether criminal charges are following, because there's a good chance that everything that they were doing was illegal. Need to block the ATF from retaining background checks. Not right. Yeah, you know, the thing is those background checks are supposed to be kept at the gun shops. I believe it's for 7 years. And the ATF can come in and do whatever they want anytime they want to. But, you know, it's very clear that they were creating a gun registration. That's what they were doing. Okay? So, you know, which is what they said they weren't doing, which means that's what they were really doing. Whether that'll stick, whether that is something that's going to stay, I would love to hear about how the ATF found the illegal gun registration and deleted it, and has deleted it. It is now officially gone. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that, because now that would it would basically say, yes, it happened. Yes, we broke the law. But we fixed ourselves, you know, and then nobody's going to be like suing them because they had an illegal gun registration, you know. That's fruitless. It's not going to be anything that's going to work for anybody. So Irishman's in here. We haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. The prepping Irishman. What do we got here? Okay, so all right, I think that's going to be about it for right now, guys. As usual, if you didn't win the live or the giveaway today, I'm sorry. If you did, make sure you get that email to me. Contact LocalPrepper at gmail.com, and it's all one word. Yeah. I can't wait, because I'm now checking the names of the subscribers. If you didn't know that, you can download all your subscribers. But I've got a few, so the list is big, you know. That means they broke the law and destroyed evidence of it. I know, right? I guess it's really difficult to prosecute yourself. That's what I would say. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I want to thank you for that. I have so much things to do, and the day's not even over with. So have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you guys, which will be tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.